Hi folks, Grego here, and it is time for another snack food quickie. And today we are going to focus on Denmark's finest Fontina cheese. This is something from Castello. That is the company's name. This is the little block that I have here. Still has the red wax on the edges. And Fontina is one that I've used before for melting on enchiladas. Now, a lot of people don't know that Dutch Gouda cheese, uh, which Americans pronounce as Gouda, is actually the largest selling cheese in Mexico. So, with Mexican food, they like a meltable cheese. And surprisingly, the most popular cheese in Mexico is not from Mexico or the United States. It's from Holland. Now, this here is from Denmark. Uh, Denmark has been in the news a little bit recently in relation to, oh, I don't know, Greenland? Okay, this is a political free show, so we won't go into Denmark or Greenland today, maybe in the future. Okay, so what is this here? Let's take a look. I picked it up from a local cheese mart at our co-op, and the package clearly shows made in Denmark. So I went online and found this from HEB. If you've never heard of HEB, HEB is one of the largest, well, it's not one of, it is the largest grocery empire in the state of Texas. When it comes to grocery stores, HEB owns Texas big time. And they have really nice stores. They're wonderful to shop at. They have good customer service. And HEB is one that I enjoy shopping at when down there in Texas. So they list it as Castello, Denmark's finest semi-soft part skim cheese. It doesn't actually say Fontina on their site. And if you look at the package displayed there, it does show the red wax, just like on mine. And it shows the brand name, Castello. Castello. And going down to the nutritional information, me having hypertension, the one and main thing that I look at on every food that I eat is the sodium level. And this here has 170 milligrams of sodium per serving, and a serving size is 1 ounce. And they sell that for $16 a pound. Okay, don't have an HEB, and you're seeking convenience perhaps? Oh, you can get it, no problem. Just go to everyone's favorite monopoly, and you can get the same thing for twice as much. $32.99 a pound, or $33 a pound. But hey, you get free shipping, right? Okay, now this is where it gets confusing. When I actually went to Castello's official website itself, this right here says that, and you can see it right here on the package, that this is made in Wisconsin, in a town called Hollandtown, Wisconsin. Okay, what? Is it from Denmark or is it from Wisconsin? Their official website says it's from Wisconsin, one of the main cheese producing states. Now, so this is conflicting information, and I would like to believe it's from Denmark, but maybe it's from Wisconsin. And hey, nothing wrong with that, but it's a little odd that there is conflicting information out there as to where this comes from. After all, it's called Denmark's finest, right? Could Denmark's finest actually come from Wisconsin also? I guess so, but the package that I picked up actually says a product of Denmark. So go figure. Who knows? Let me go ahead and taste this. Got my trusty cheese knife here. I'm going to cut the the red wax off the edge here. And you can eat cheese wax, no problem. It won't harm you. I don't typically. I usually just trim it off. Okay, let's get a tasting size chunk here. And let's see. Let's see what this is like. That is absolutely lovely. I really like that. And I know that this is a mass-produced cheese uh, with some confusion as to whether or not it's really from Denmark. After all, it's called Denmark's Finest. My package said product of Denmark, and I trust the co-op as to knowing what the source is, but it could also come from Wisconsin. Now, lately I've been tasting some really pungent cheeses, some blue cheeses, such as from Point Reyes, California, and I have some more cheeses coming up, also from Point Reyes, California. One of them using Japanese ingredients, and those will be soon. But this here is more of a neutral cheese. This is something that, like I said, I've used it before when I didn't have Gouda or Gouda when making Mexican enchiladas. I've shredded Fontina on top because it melts really well. And as far as snacking, I would say that this is probably kid friendly. You know, like unlike some of the blue cheeses and the Roquefort. Oh my God, the Roquefort that I've tasted right here in some previous reviews. Uh, those are for the purists because some of them will just destroy your palate for hours. But this here is really neutral. I would say it's kid friendly. It's a good snacking cheese. Um, to me, I would consider it something in between cheddar and Gouda, which Americans pronounce as Gouda. So, with Castello, Denmark's finest Fontina, be it from Denmark, which I do believe, or be it from Wisconsin, it's really nice at $15 a pound, uh, unless you go with America's largest monopoly online retailer that has free delivery. Yeah, right. Okay, so I'm going to wash this down with a drink here. This is Hint water, and this one is Georgia Peach. This is a new flavor. This was $1 at the local grocery store. Now, here's the picture of the previous Hint water. I remember that succulent looking peach slice, and the package is now different, of course. Here's what the new one looks like. That's the marketing photo for the new one. But if you look closely, the label has been changed even a little bit more since then. They've kind of reversed everything, where it says 0 calories down to the bottom instead of the top. So this is Georgia Peach. Let's give it a shot. I've always liked Hint waters. The peach is very profound on the nose, big time. And it almost, that is so peach-like that it almost feels fuzzy. That's good. That's good. I like that. You know, the fuzzy feeling, the accuracy of this artificial flavoring is so well done that it reminds me of the time when Coca-Cola actually had the decency to offer a premium product to people that don't like high fructose corn syrup. They offered two types of Coca-Cola. One of them was California raspberry. Yay, go California. That was so good. And that had real sugar in it instead of high fructose corn syrup. And then they discontinued it. And at the same time that that terrible tragedy happened, when that was discontinued, they also had Georgia Peach Coca-Cola for the purists, the people with refined palates, the people that just don't like high fructose corn syrup. I think high fructose corn syrup is sticky and somewhat disgusting, and I refuse to buy anything that has it in it. But this Coca-Cola version, this premium version, Georgia Peach, was just absolutely wonderful. And the artificial flavorings of the Georgia Peach had sort of a such accuracy that you could almost taste the fuzziness of a peach. And that is what this hint water reminds me of. Very good. Very good. Now, as far as Californian foods are concerned, on Spill the Geek Tea, Katie, who is also the world's most talented Jodie Whittaker cosplayer, she called me out when I was dissing Californian food, and she immediately came to the rescue of the California Pizza Company, and she was right. And that really made me think about what Californian foods are good. So I'm trying to cover some of my favorite Californian foods. And guess what? Hint water is not only from California, it's from San Francisco. Did you know that? And chances are, if you have not tasted one, you've seen it in your grocery store on the shelf. That's right. Hint Water is an American beverage company based in San Francisco, California, as an alternative to soda and sugar beverages. It was started by a former AOL employee, Kara Golden. And thank you, Kara, because there are many of us that simply do not drink a lot of sweetened drinks. And when I want something with some nice flavor and no sugar, Hint Water is my go-to right there. And this new one, Georgia Peach, as far as I'm concerned, that rocks. So with today's reviews, with the Fontina cheese, uh, as seen on HEB's website, Castello, Denmark's finest, which it happens to be Fontina, fairly low sodium per serving, or the extremely expensive one that you can get on the giant Monopoly website if you want to act like you're getting free shipping and pay twice as much, or the version that comes from Wisconsin. Whatever it is, I will give that a 6.5 out of 10. It is above average. It's not your typical American cheese, and due to the confusion of what is said by Castello and what is said by the company selling it, and what is said in the title itself, that it's Denmark's finest, I will probably never know if what I just ate came from Denmark or Wisconsin, and that's not really right. I think that foods should have a very clear source listed on them. I trust our local co-op that it actually really did come from Denmark. If it did come from Wisconsin, I guess it doesn't really matter because I am pretty sure it's the exact same recipe. It's a cut above your average cheeses, such as cheddar, and to me it seems like almost a in between cheddar and Gouda, uh, properly pronounced Gouda, from the Netherlands or Holland. So yeah, 6.5 on that. Hint peach. Oh, I can't rate that. It's been so long ago that I've tasted that. I'm pretty sure they still make it, but hint Georgia peach. Yeah, 10/10. Boom. It is really nice. I absolutely love that. And the only way that I could see improvement is if it came inside of a glass bottle where when you pay the California bottle deposit, where you could return it and get your bottle deposit back and then have the bottle actually recycled by Hint, because that would be the environmentally responsible thing to do. But it would also be very expensive for them to implement something like that. Yet, as far as the quality of the water in the container that it is, I'll give that one a 10/10 because I'm not familiar with anything else quite like it. It is really nice. So, anyway, thank you to everyone for watching these snack food quickies. These were inspired by Tase T Kaaake, your boy, also known as Reverend Amagon. If you look at the links below, you're going to see a link to the Tase T Kaaake channel where he has done food reviews for quite some time. And I started watching those, and it inspired me to do some food reviews myself because I just like that kind of thing, and I consider it to be fun. And of course, Reverend Amagon is also the founder of Spill the Geek Tea, which is a new variety show right here on YouTube. It has Doctor Who fans on it who, for the most part, really aren't talking about Doctor Who. In fact, some of the people on the show have never watched Doctor Who, but they are fans of something. So everyone on Spill the Geek Tea are geeks, and I'm on there quite a bit. I enjoy the program, and I think you will too, and there's a link to that below. So it will not be long before there's another snack food quickie. And hint, hint, yes, it's going to involve cheese. It's going to involve some local California cheese from a different tectonic plate. Again, with a Japanese twist. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Peace out from San Francisco.